Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming my foundation routine. I had a lot of requests for this video, just asking questions on what powder I use, what foundation I use, the primer that I was using in my first video and why I use it. Yeah, I just had a lot of requests on this video, so I decided to film it for you guys. This is after I was done and finished. Sorry if my eyelashes look a hot mess. This is like the first time I've ever put lashes on in a long time, so I think this one looks retarded, this one or vice versa. I don't know. So if they look weird on camera, I'm really sorry. I really tried. And yeah, so if you guys have any, questions or anything, I'll list all of the products that I used in the description bar down below. And yeah, basically if there's any other videos that you want to see from me, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you want to see next. And trying to think what else. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, so let's jump right into the video, and I really hope you guys like it. And thank you so much for watching. I love you. Mwah. Hey guys. Okay, so let's jump into the video. Like I said, I am just going over my current foundation routine. I had a lot of questions on like what primer I use, what foundation I use, concealer, what kind of powders and stuff I use. So you saw a little bit in my first video. I just kind of wanted to do like a quick look and also just try to get a quick video up because I felt like I was talking for weeks about the fact that I was going to be getting a video up and just never did. And I had that video filmed for quite some time now, so I was like, we should probably get it up now. But yeah, I wanted to do kind of like an in-depth video of my foundation routine, so let's jump into it. Okay, so first thing I use is the Nivea for Men. Let me put the cap back on, I just took it off. The Nivea for Men post-shave sensitive balm or whatever, post-shave balm. And a lot of people who aren't familiar with this actually thought it was kind of weird. They were just like, what the heck is that? Like, why do you use that? And I heard about it from a friend, but she heard about it from Nikki's Tutorials. So if you watch Nikki's Tutorials, she tells you everything you need to know about it. I do know that one of the main ingredients is glycerin, and glycerin really helps hold your foundation. It basically like sucks the foundation to your skin. So
I was kind of skeptical at first, just because I was like, that sounds weird.
Put some chapstick on. And so I was kind of skeptical, but I was in the men's aisle with my fiance shopping, and I saw it, and I was like, hey, what the hell, let's just get it. I tried it the first day, and I freaking loved it. It's so awesome. It feels so light. I just put a little bit on the top of my hand, and then I just take my finger, and make sure you're washing your hands before you do this, because you don't want to be getting like germs or bacteria into your skin while you're doing this. I usually always recommend using a brush to apply stuff, but since I stopped working at MAC, I kind of just don't care to use brushes for every little thing. Sometimes I'll use my fingers, sometimes I do use brushes. But anyways, I just start off by, I sound like SpongeBob. I can just start off by rubbing that all over my face and just getting it really into the skin and working it in. I'm not sure if I said this already, but I am combination, so right through my T-zone I get super oily, but everywhere else on my face is like drier than the Sahara Desert. So I was super, unsure that this was going to work for me just because my skin is so iffy with everything. But it really like mattified my dry areas and really gave moisture to it mattified my oily areas and really gave moisture to all of my dry areas. So I was really happy about it. And it just like made my freaking foundation look amazing. Like all day I was like, hey. So next I go in with my foundation, which is the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I use it in the number W6 Sun Beige, which is kind of more so my winter color. I usually step it up just a smidge to the Caramel Beige during summer. I used to use this foundation in high school, and I freaking loved it. I don't know why I stopped using it. I don't remember. I always used to just listen to people. They'd be like, try this, try that, try this foundation. So I would try new things and then I wouldn't like it. And instead of going back to the one that I loved, I would always go back to another one that someone suggested. I've tried several different foundations and I just ended up going back to this one just because it's so affordable and it's so amazing. And it just makes your skin look so healthy and so fresh. And I just love it. So yeah, I ended up going back to it. I have used higher end foundations and honestly, I mean, you're going to find some that are just like completely amazing that nothing really compares to.
But this foundation is so good.
So I take my foundation and just kind of blot it all over. As you can see, it looks totally hot. And I take the Morphe M439 brush. And just keep blending your foundation. Just make sure you're getting it all over the face and blending it downwards. It's totally rambling at this point, so I decided just to talk over the clip. So just take your brush and just blend everything. You never want to, so I always see makeup artists doing this. This is fine when you're blending in your makeup. Just don't go like this. Because as women, as much as, I mean, unless you shave your face, you have baby hairs and you have peach fuzz. And when you do this, it makes your hair stick up. And so when the foundation dries, you just have this furry face. I knew a girl in high school that used to do that. And you would see it. She would turn into the sunlight and you would just see all this fuzz come up. She's this furry little creature. It was so funny. I won't say her name because I'm not about to embarrass her. Yeah, so just always make sure you're blending down. And then always make sure you're getting down to the neck area and just blending into there. Now that we're done with foundation, I always go in with my concealer. In my last video, you guys saw me using the Maybelline Master Pro Concealer or something like that. However, I wanted to try something a little fancier just because I always hear Jacklynne Hill talking about this Naked Concealer. So this is the first time I'm using it. Here's the box. I hear her talk about it all the time and just that it's amazing and she loves it. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just try it for once. So I went out and bought it. And so today's going to be the first time I'm trying it. So I'll let you know how I feel about it. And if it's really worth the money because it was kind of pricey. Not too pricey, but for some people like me who love drugstore and affordable makeup, I definitely thought it was a little pricey, but it's fine. I just take the brush and you always want to do your foundation in sort of like a triangle way. I just do it right underneath the eye and stop kind of right there and just bring it down in a triangle. I just feel like this method covers your dark circles so much better than it would if you were just to do like the little dots and do it. But do it however you want. If you like it the dot way, then just do it. Dot way is like this, like where you just literally do dots right under your eye. But yeah, I bring it down from the corner of my eye and just kind of go down the side of my nose, bring it down to the end, and then just go underneath my eye and just do that. And then I use my concealer to highlight as well. So I always take it up here and just bring it. Sorry, someone just messaged me. That's why I paused. Alright, so I just take it. Oh my gosh, I'm totally doing this crooked. Okay, anyways. So I just take it and I kind of just draw some like quick little lines and just highlight the top of my forehead. Whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just draw something. You can draw a heart if you like. And then I take it down to the bridge of my nose. I don't contour my nose just because I feel like my nose is super small anyways. So I don't really care.
I'm like, and if it's not small to other people and people think I have a huge nose and I'm totally just in denial, then, you know, whatever.
And then I also take it down here on my Cupid's bow. And the reason why I started doing that right there is because I am Latin. And I noticed that when I didn't put it there, I almost had like a shadow after I was done doing my makeup just because mustache, whatever. I do wax my mustache. Let's not even get into that. But I do it there just to bring a little light right there so I don't have like that awkward shadow that makes me look like I have a mustache. So that's why I put that there. Alright, so then after I'm done putting my war paint on, as you can see, oh, I do put some on my eyes too. I use concealer to prime my eyes just because I don't really see the big deal in it. I have used eye primers before and I've used concealer and I honestly don't see a huge difference. But I just take it from my brow bone onto my lid and then just do that. So now that you have your war paint on and you're ready to go, you know, defend Sparta, whatever, just go ahead and take a beauty blender or a brush or however you choose to blend out your concealer. I use this Real Techniques beauty blender. I do have the other beauty blender, the actual one, but honestly, they are the exact same. I had another friend of mine who recommended the Nivea Men. Her name's Miranda. She recommended the Real Techniques beauty blender as well, and she was just like, dude, it's the exact same. Which I was kind of mad about because I was like, I spent all this, I mean, not all this money, but I spent money on the beauty blender thinking it was like a maze and ended up finding something the exact same for cheaper. So anyways, I dampen my beauty blender and then just make sure I squeeze all the water out and use a towel afterwards and squeeze that out too. And then I just take my beauty blender, I take the flat side, and then I just get in there and blend it out. So I forgot to mention the color of my concealer that I bought is light neutral. I do buy like way light concealer because I like it for it to highlight as well as conceal. So, I mean, if you don't like that and you just want something to cover your under eyes, then just get a shade lighter than your actual foundation and you should be good. So just continue blending underneath the eye and take your beauty blender and just make sure you're going back and forth with your strokes so that you are not letting your concealer just set in one place. So yeah, just go in and blend out everything. So I use the flat side for the top of my forehead just to get that all out, and then I take the little pointy tip of my beauty blender and just blend that down the bridge of my nose. And then I just take the other side of the beauty blender and just blend out the rest of it. Sorry, I'm like staring at my daughter and seeing what she's doing. Because she's just always into something. Okay, so next you want to set your under eye concealer and just anywhere else you put concealer. Recently I just bought this, the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I never set my under eyes with anything other than just my Studio Sculpt Defining Powder, which I believe was limited edition, but I was looking online and I think you can still get it in some places. I saw it on Nordstrom, so you might still be able to get it. I swear it was limited edition. I got it in a gratis. I never bought it. I got it in a gratis when I worked at MAC. So a little bit of history about me. I did work for MAC Cosmetics. Loved doing makeup. Love doing makeup. Hated doing sales for them because their sales goals were absolutely ridiculous sometimes. Like I was just like, there's no way I can sell that much in one day. So yeah, it just didn't work out, but I totally love MAC, still love their products. You know, still shop there every once in a while, but yeah, I just didn't agree with the sales goals sometimes. What you want to do after your concealer is set your under eye concealer so that it doesn't crease. A lot of girls are always like, oh my gosh, I need a concealer that doesn't crease. Almost every concealer you use is going to crease a little bit. Some may crease more than others, but you always want to set your under eye concealer because that's the only thing that's going to help it not crease. So I just take my beauty blender and push the product in a little more so that it's not creasing. And then trying to think which shade to do. Do this one. So I'm going to take the middle powder, well, this one, it's called Lyric, And I'm just gonna press in there a little. And like I said, take my beauty blender again and just press that in there. And then keep looking up and just use that to set. So just keep pressing the powder underneath your eye. And I didn't mention this earlier, but the brush that I'm using is the e.l.f. tapered brush. It's amazing for setting the under eye area and any other areas for concealer. And you can also take it and just set those other areas that you did the concealer. So like the forehead, upper lip, and the chin. So there you go. I don't know if this looks bright on camera or not, but so yeah. I think my under eyes naturally just crease, so it might not look like a huge difference, but they crease so much more if I don't set them. But I think I just have wrinkles under there, so they just crease anyways. Alright, so that is done for concealer and foundation. Next, I just take that Studio Sculpting powder, like I said. Mine is in the color dark medium, or medium dark. And then I just take this big, huge, puffy, fluffy brush. I don't know it's just Icing brand, so a couple years, I want to say, like 2 years ago, I was in Icing and I saw these brushes and I was just like, I need some brushes. I'm not even trying to buy expensive ones right now. And so I went and got the brushes, and they actually are pretty awesome. They're super soft. They really grab the product well, and I just love them. I have had no issues with them, and like I said, I've had them for like 2 years, so as long as you take care of them, they'll take care of you. Anyways, I take that setting powder, well, that powder, and I just set everything in on the face. So I usually just dab it in the skin and then kind of blend it out. I usually would go over my concealer and everything with this just because it set it, and I don't feel like it brings too much color to the face. This powder is more so set on making your skin look softer. Like they advertise it to make your skin look like porcelain. I personally don't see that huge of a difference, but that's just me. I had coworkers that I worked at Mac with who were like, this is amazing powder. But yeah, I just take it and set it down beneath the neck. And yeah, just set that all in there. Cool. Alright, so there you go. So that is my current foundation routine. It's nothing fancy, like I said. I definitely adore my drugstore products, and I do like some high-end products, and I will give you guys a better review later on the Shade and Light palette and the Naked Skin, since I did just buy those. And I haven't been using them for long, but I will let you know how I feel about them. I really am loving this concealer right now, though. Like, it's just, it looks amazing, and it's not creasing on the top of my eyes like my other one does. But yeah, I really love it. And I think that's it for that. I'm going to finish the rest of my look off camera. So thanks so much for watching this, and yeah, I'll just show you the finished look later. Alright guys, this is the finished look, and it's just some simple lashes and wing liner. Really hope you enjoyed my foundation routine, and please like and subscribe to my channel and let me know what you want to see next. Bye!